Let's move on to main topic number 3, shall we? And our third main topic today gets submitted to us by Paul Harris. And Paul Harris writes, "Hello, John. First of all, deepest condolences on the passing of your grandfather." Thank you so much, Paul. For many of you who don't know, my grandfather, my nonno, Giovanni, who I'm named after, passed away yesterday at the age of 93. And so thank you for everybody who sent in all those well wishes. I appreciate that.
I'm sorry
to my
hear
question,
that. I didn't know that, John.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Did you see they released the official Billie Eilish music video for James Bond: No Time to Die? Should this be considered an indication that the studio plans to move forward with the November release date? Thank you. All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yeah, listen, obviously, there are certain Hallmark films that we're all kind of hoping, maybe beyond hope, get to hold on to their release dates. Dune is clearly one of those. Another one, obviously, for a long time has been No Time to Die. Well, now they released the song. They released the song that Billie Eilish did for No Time to Die months and months and months ago. And then it became clear that the movie was getting delayed. We never got an official music video. They never put one out. Well, yesterday, they actually dropped the official music video that Billie Eilish did for the song. Now, Rob, I don't know if you'll remember, but I didn't love the song when I heard the song the first time. I didn't dislike it all that much, but I didn't love the song. At least as much as I can recall. I don't think I recall loving it. I gotta tell you though, like some songs, when seen in the context of a video, I gotta tell you, Rob, it actually suddenly, it really felt like a Bond song to me. It really did. And I'm watching this and I'm seeing some new cuts or thing, and it did what an official music video from a movie should do. You should enjoy the song and the video, yes, but it should also get you more excited for the movie. And I'll tell you what, Rob, it did that for me. I found myself getting even more excited for this next Bond film watching this. They raise a great question, though. They delayed releasing this music video before because they knew why put out this marketing right now? Why put out this thing that's going to get us this big pop for James Bond when we know we're about to move it? So they delayed putting it out. But they chose to put it out now. Now, Rob, I've seen some things happen before with movies like, oh, they just released a new trailer. They're probably planning on keeping the release date. That was true with Tenet, not true with Black Widow. So I hesitate to say them releasing a new piece of marketing automatically means, yep, take it to the bank. They're planning on releasing it. But I will say this. I think if the Bond producers, if the Bond distribution strategy right now already knew that they were going to be moving Bond, it would be a questionable decision to put this music video out right now. Like if they knew already that they were going to move that film, I don't believe they put this music video out. I'm not saying they're not going to still move the movie. I'm not saying they're not going to move the movie, but it at least suggests to me that they are still contemplating just releasing it when they're planning on releasing it. Otherwise, I just don't see what would the strategy be? What's the philosophy behind releasing this music video now if you may just be bumping, or if you're already planning on bumping the movie by another 6 months? So don't take it to the bank, but I suspect this means it's still possible we're going to get James Bond on time. I don't know. Rob, number one, what did you think about the video? And then number two, what, if any, significance do you see to them releasing this video right now?
Well, one, I felt like I wasn't blown away by the song. I mean, like, I'm a Billie Eilish fan. Like, I love the single Bad Girl. I think that's the kind of great pop single that endures through the years. But for this song, Sam Smith's song was very morose and slow. And this kind of song, I felt the same way when I first heard it. But like you, when I saw that the video dropped yesterday, I'm like, oh. And I felt better about the song, seeing it, coupled with Bond imagery. I'm like, all right, I'll buy into this. And I think once I've seen the movie and understand it in context, it might even get better. But I do think I was surprised because when No Time to Die was going to come out, they had like a GQ story on Daniel Craig ready to go. There was all of this marketing that they couldn't prevent. It was long lead time marketing, and it was all coming out, and then they pulled the movie. So I think this was a shrewd way. I think this is definitely the beginning of remarketing this movie again to the public. This is a big, bold move, dropping this. And I think for the time being, they're planning on putting this movie out in November.
Wow.
I really do.
I was not expecting to hear you say that, because I think it's fair to say you have lately taken a little bit more of a pessimistic point of view. I think that's fair to say about whether or not these films are coming out, but you are actually also agreeing with me. You think this could indicate they may still be aiming for that November date.
I absolutely think so, because they wouldn't have dropped it otherwise. I mean, this is a huge remarketing of the movie. You know, Billie Eilish, her following amongst those kids today, John. Billie Eilish is one of the biggest pop stars in the world. And to release this again, you know, she even performed this song live on the British Music Awards. I forget the actual name. I mean, This was a huge thing when it came out. And now by dropping this video, they're remarketing the movie again. And I think this is the first salvo in leading up to the release of the film. I would be very surprised if they push it now. But then again, it's 2020. And if aliens landed on my front doorstep and asked me to go with them, I wouldn't be surprised. So
yeah, I mean, we are living in a time where literally the landscape changes day to day. I mean, so who knows? Yeah. But I'm in agreement with you. I think for at least right now, it at the very minimum means they haven't yet made the decision to move it. I think at the very minimum, it means that, which, you know, gets me a little bit excited, because listen, I'll tell you what, it could be a bit of a domino effect. If they can get Bond into theaters, I'll say this. If they can get Bond into theaters and they have not moved it up until that point, I think it locks in Dune for December. Like if they haven't moved Dune by the time Bond comes out and Bond keeps that release date and they get Bond into theaters, I think that locks it. I think they're going to keep Dune in there as well, and they'll try to capitalize on Bond being back in the theaters to kind of hopefully kickstart some of that momentum that Tenet had at first and then kind of lost. So I have a lot of hopes for this. Question is for you guys. What do you think? Number one, what did you think about the song? I gotta tell you, putting in the context of the video, I liked it even more. But what do you think this is an indicator of, if any at all, about whether or not we are actually going to see Bond in November? Could be a good sign, maybe not. What do you guys think? Jump into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys.